Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to create this really nice bronzy, golden, kind of sun-kissed look for summer, and I'm not going to talk too much. We will just jump right into it. So if you want to see how I created this, then just keep on watching. So I'm going to start with my Urban Decay Prime and Potion in Sin, which is the kind of shimmery one, and I'm going to apply that all over my lid. And this is going to help to bring out the shimmeriness of the gold eyeshadow we're going to apply and all the bronzy shades. So I'm going to take my Urban Decay Naked palette, and the first color I'm going to use is Half Baked, and I'm going to use that all over the lid with the brush that came with the palette, and it's just a gorgeous gold color. So I'm going to pat that on top of the base that we applied all over the lid. And I'm going to build the color until I get the opacity that I like. Up until the crease. And then for the crease, I'm going to take the E45 blending brush by Sigma and Smog, which is the color right next to Half Baked. And I'm going to apply that into the crease all the way in, and then blend it outwards towards the eyebrow and outwards towards the temple. Like so. Then for highlight, I'm going to use my NARS Albatross highlighter, which looks like this. And I'm going to take my short shader brush by Sigma. This is the E20. And I'm going to use the Albatross shade under my eyebrow for highlighting. My eyebrows are crazy today. Happens. So I'm applying that. And then also I'm going to apply the same shade on the inner corner to highlight. But then under the inner corner, I'm going to use Half Baked again, which is the golden shade we applied all over the lid. I'm going to use that under the inner corner, just right here. Then to darken up the outer edge, I'm going to take a little bit more of a precise brush, like a rounded crease brush. And then I'm going to take Dark Horse, which is right next to Smog. This color right here, which is just kind of a darker brown. And I'm going to apply that to the inner corner and take it a little bit inside the crease, but only on the outer edge, and then blend it into the golden shade on the outer edge as well. I'm going to sweep it outwards. I think I'm just going to take out this hair. It just drives me nuts. So I'm just going to keep blending that outwards on the outer edge. Then I'm going to take the same color on a flat brush, the E20 one, the one we used to highlight, and with the same dark brown, I'm going to apply that under the lower lash line and then blend it out a little bit. And to keep the bronzed theme, I'm going to take the fluffy brush again and Smog, which is the color we use in the crease, and just take it under the dark color as well, just to kind of smoke it out a little bit. Now I'm going to take my Make It Forever Aqua Eyes in number 10, which is the black color, and I'm going to line my waterline with that. I'm going to take it really close to the bottom lashes and kind of mush it in between the lashes for this kind of a messy and smoked out look, like this. And then for mascara, I'm going to use my Volume Million Lashes mascara by L'Oreal. So to give yourself kind of a healthy sun-kissed glow, it's really important to use a highlighter. It's really recommended to use a highlighter. But usually I use kind of a champagne and pinkish colored highlighters because yellow is kind of too much. But for today's look specifically, I really wanted to use something that is more golden. So I've used the NARS Albatross highlighter, which is the same one I use under my eyebrow and on the inner corner to highlight my cheekbones and on the bridge of my nose and a little bit on the cupid's bow. And to emphasize that even more, because I really wanted to look glowy, I used the Benefit Girl Meets Pearl highlighter as well on the same spots before I used the Albatross highlighter actually. And this is just a sample size I have. On my lips, I used the MAC Pat and Polish Lip Pencil in Revved Up, which is just a nice corally shade. I didn't want to use something that is too dark or too light. And on my cheeks, I used my MAC Honey Jasmine blush, which is an orangey blush. This one was limited edition, I believe, so it's not available anymore. But any kind of orangey or peachy toned wool blush will really bring out your tan and make you look a little bit darker, I find. Also, I used my Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel Bronze Universal bronzer all over my face, not all over my face, but just to kind of contour. I use that under my cheekbones and on the sides of my forehead, like on the temples and on the sides of my nose, and that really gives me kind of a tan glow effect. You can also use a bronzer, maybe like a powder bronzer, something like the NARS Laguna would work great as well. And that is it. I really hope you like how it turned out, and I will talk to you all next Friday. Bye.